We're alive. We're alive.
If truck drivers are heavily regulated, so should brokers. So should. Hey, good morning, drivers. Just coming up here to post.
All right. All right. Did a notification go out? There we go. We got one. And there it is. And here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam. How you doing, everybody? Here we go. All right. Aaron, good morning, sir. Let's see as they come up in here. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. All right. It's only going to let me see so much. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you? There we go. Let's start off with our peeps right here. Morning, Rebecca. How are you? Aaron, how are you? Well, seems to be enough for me. One is plenty. I got my wife. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell, and this is the Driver's Side. Real drivers, real talk. This is the morning drive. We are here every morning at 6 a.m. Well, today it's 8 a.m. for us here in Missouri, because where am I, honey? Where are we? Kearney, Missouri. I know there's a pilot right across the way. I'll be heading over there here in a little bit. Got to go test out all this new equipment that I got, because I will be doing a photo shoot tomorrow with Gary Jones, Roadworks, SPB Trucking, all that stuff. But there's a lot of things going on in this country this morning, because I know 30 million Americans woke up out of work. Huh? 30 million, Sheila? 30 million Americans? Correct. Right. 30 million Americans. And then we also got...
Hey, good morning, drivers. Just coming up here to post about what's going on out here in Washington, D.C. I brought a few of my friends, as far as the eye can see, all the way down the road there, on both sides of the highway. We got pissed off truck drivers that are sick of freight rates, where brokerage companies, shippers, and freight forwarders are making all of the profits when it comes to this industry. Drivers are tired where they can't make money. You have these little individuals that are in the trucking industry that may take a cheap load, and that for some reason makes brokers and shippers think that they can pay any driver anything that they want.
Okay, well, that's not true. That's far from true. The spot market does work like that. They will throw cheap stuff up there, but it's up to you to take it. All right? And there's a lot of things that are involved. There are drivers out there making money. I know somebody sold a load for $3 this morning. I know somebody's getting $3 a mile, and the person that sold that load made some money off that load. And he had every right to. Every right to. And it's your responsibility as a driver to make sure that you're making money. And if the spot market, and if you're not building relationships when the spot market's not working for you, well, because I know 30 million Americans are out of work right now. It's not just you. I know people are striking all across this country in every industry. I know Amazon's doing a walkout today. There's people asking the president to put executive orders in to make people go to work. Right. Man, it blows me away. And it's, the person mentioned, I want to talk about this real quick. I really want to. I really want to say something about this, because it's not just drivers taking cheap freight. There is so much evil out there that goes into this industry, into every industry. How many fuel rings are out there? How many people are out there stealing fuel and then selling it to truck drivers that take cheap freight? Right. It's not just brokers. Stop it. It's not. It's drivers. It's brokers. It's just an evil mess. Okay? This world is not fair. This world is not Burger King. You can't have it your way. Sorry. 30 million Americans would love to be at work today. They're worried about rates. Right. J.B. Hunt had a load up yesterday for 49 cents a mile. I think Rob sent me that picture. 49 cents a mile. Unbelievable. Rob runs his company off the spot market, but he also has relationships. He doesn't actually have direct freight. He has relationships. His trucks are moving. John Herdrich, his trucks are moving. Brandon Carpenter, his trucks are moving. Each one of those company owners, trucks are moving. They don't know for how long, but they're still moving because they made the right moves within their career. My God. I'm in Missouri. I'm here to shoot a new truck. I'm here to see SPB Trucking, which is still working. 30 million Americans aren't working. Strikes are happening across the country. What's going on in Washington? These truck drivers up in Washington, I don't understand it. I really don't. I know rates are bad. Go home. Stop. Park your trucks. Stop parking them in Washington. Looks like 10-4 on DC, but nobody there. My God. Nobody is holding. Okay, let's go to some comments. Sean Smith. Let's go to Sean Smith. Nobody is holding a gun to their heads to take it. Correct. 30 million Americans out of work. As far as a mandate for work, well, that's what happens when you give people money for nothing. Wayne, communism, man, all the way. I don't understand. I know that things are tailored. I know, for example, here's what I'm not understanding. I really don't understand is that going to Washington and saying that people are stepping on your constitutional rights, price gouging, all that, they are. But I don't understand the fact that these people that talk about the Constitution, I don't want to go there. I really do. Oh, God. I just pushed myself into a corner. Son of a bitch. Point being is no matter what you do, if you protest or not, things are tailored. You can go up there, do all you want. They will tailor that feed. The media will do what they want. The government will do what they want. Right under your profile, your internet profile, right under your Facebook is your little box, your little tailored box, your little feed, and it knows what you like, what you share, what you listen to, all that, who you talk to. My God, here for a great example. This is how simple simpletons are. If you never noticed that when you Google something, it's on your news feed and on Facebook the next day. I just dropped my truck off and I inherited. Thank you, Uncle Mike, and shout out to everybody for leaving their lights on for Uncle Mike. Shout out to Uncle Mike. Thank you, Uncle Mike. I know the trucking gods are shining down on all of this because it's going to come out to be better in the end, hopefully. But I know I inherited my uncle's truck. So what I was getting to is when I inherited my uncle's truck, my uncle stopped caring a while ago. Okay, and he just stopped caring about himself, about everything. But his truck, his Dodge out there, his Dodge 98 Dodge had 225,000 miles on it. Fired right up. My aunt was going to give it away, or my mom was going to give it away. My mom was like, "Yeah, we're going to donate $150." Fired it up. My cousins looked at Wayne. I said, "Yes, because as drivers, we fire something up. We know if it's good or not." So my point that I'm trying to get to is so I have to fly from here back to Portland and then drive the truck back, which is going to be fun. I can't wait to get back to Portland. Point being is, so I'm going to have it looked at. I'm going to have it looked over, and I went with a company, a big box company, because I know their warranties will roll over into Vegas. And I don't like to turn wrenches. I don't like to work on my own stuff. I was a company driver, and I was spoiled, just like I am today. Boy, I don't want no responsibilities. I just want to look good doing whatever I'm doing. Anyway, so I looked up AMCO, AAMCO. Sure enough, dropped my truck off, got it there. Boom, boom, boom. Looked it up on Google. My news feed is flooded with AMCO. I don't need to see. I know what AMCO is about. I don't need to see. Their point being is they know what you look at, know what you like, know what you hate, and they will take care of that. So, and as far as the people up at Washington, I know the guy that they're getting heat, and they're getting a lot of heat, but so is Amazon. I didn't see them on the morning news, but I saw Amazon talking about a strike, talking about walking out. I heard about their strike. I didn't hear about the trucker strike, but I'm sure we'll hear about it later. I'm sure we'll see some cats cruising on the freeways doing a slow roll. Look at me, I'm a truck driver. Man, I didn't see no large cars up there, that's for sure. Oops, did that come out? I'm not trying to judge. All right, John Herdrich, what are you saying? All right, what are you saying, John Herdrich? Why do guys fuel at TA for $2.29, but across the interstate at the mom and pop stops, it's $1.79? John, that's another episode. We'll talk about that later. It's a whole nother episode, John. I don't understand that either, John. Well, a lot of them are stuck on fuel stops. They think they own their trucking company, but they don't. They have to go by a route that they're given, and they have certain fuel stops that they have to take. All right, so let's see who we got here. Bob Cook. 40 trucks is not going to make a difference. It's all or none. There it is. Bingo. We got a driver that has some sense, that has a brain between those shoulders. You're right. He's 70 trucks up in Washington. The trucks I saw up in Washington, there's a few trucks up there. It's going to blow over. Poof. It's going to be a thought. It's going to be a memory here tomorrow. And that's the sad part. It really is the sad part, because the trucking industry, man, it needs help. It needs help for not just with brokers. It needs help with regulations that should not be in place. Good morning, Chris Constantine. Sean, they claim more now. Oh, wait, they claim something now. All right, let's go down here. Don Price. I love this dude. This dude's got great comments. Too much plain Mick on the news. I'm not sure what that word is on the news for strikes to get any airtime. Good morning, by the way. Don Price, the news is going to put what they want out. Whatever they feel is going to catch heat, that's what they're going to put out. It's funny. I got a phone call from somebody the other day. All right. We'll get to you here in a minute, Lonnie. I got a phone call the other day from a company that actually puts articles out in the industry. And they're technically a news source. I'm not going to put them out there, but they asked me if they should, they asked me about the gentleman heading it up, the Toothless Wonder. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still a punk. Well, anyways, they called me and contacted me about, releasing an article, and I'm like, I wouldn't. I mean, I gave the guy enough attention, and I shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have gave it any attention, but it's getting attention, and I do pray for the best. But once it started going to Washington and media blitzes and slow rolls, it just went south very, very fast. So, but they asked me if if it was worth writing up about, and should they mention him, and actually a few people mentioned him, and it was the worst move that they probably could have made, but it will get them attention today. Today, it's all about what's hot today. Well, come tomorrow, we'll find out. All right, let's go to Lonnie Ray. Wow, I'm a company driver. I feel blessed. Sorry that these operators are going through this. You know what, Lonnie? I was a company driver. I tried lease purchase for a little bit, or once. I fell for that crap. Would never do it again. And me, once I got out of the mainstream of trucking and got into trucking, and got my experience that I needed enough to where insurance companies stopped dictating who I worked for, I was able to find a company to work for that was really good. And I was able to learn about truck driving. And these companies that are out there that I highlight, like Stack Logistics, FPB, Herdrich Truck Lines? Express Line. Herdrich Express Line. This dude's going to kill me. He's like one of my mentors through this whole thing, John Herdrich. And I don't even know the name of his company. But John Herdrich and these guys, they take very good care of their drivers. I know Rob Hallahan is actually at home. He's not just a company owner. He's also a driver within his company, but he is taking the back seat. He's sitting home before his truck will sit, before his drivers will sit. And that's the good thing about some of these operators out here that work under some of these men. They're okay. And wherever you're at, Lonnie, it's okay. I know Brandon. I'm bringing a new kid on. He's not a kid. He's a young man. This dude is rocking it, and he's rocking it hard. He's 32. He's got a fleet, a historical fleet. I'm actually going to probably wind up, I swear I'm going to get murdered on this broadcast, I'm guessing. I need to head up to Wisconsin. I need to head up to Ohio. So what's going to happen, because I want to go spend time with the grumpy old man, Herdrich, John, and I want to go up to see this kid, Brandon. And, of course, to go see Rob. But Rob's always in my neck of the woods, too. So I see Rob plenty. But I want to get up there because this young man, he's got a fleet of trucks. He's 32. He's been in the game for 10 years. He's actually giving advice to veterans of the industry. He's basically the old school valued with a new school twist. So his story is amazing. He's a first gen. His father was a first gen, and his father's no longer here with us. God rest his soul. I know he's with my mother, so I know that's cool. God, I miss you, Mom. But his story is absolutely amazing, and we're going to get it here soon. We're going to have him here in the next. I wanted to do it Sunday, but Sunday's going to be very difficult. I don't know what I'm going to do for Sunday because it's travel day, and we usually go live at 5 o'clock on Sundays for the better of the industry. But this week with Travel Day, I'm probably going to do a live interview with Gary Jones. I'm going to be. I got to take. I can't talk too much about Gary Jones. I've been hushed because he's got a few people here. I'm part of a team that's actually going to be here for this truck reveal. But what I'm trying to say is this young man, he's crushing it. Brandon's crushing it. I'll make sure I don't get off of him. But everything that's coming down, I forgot where I was going with that. But Brandon, anyway, this young man's coming onto the show. He's taking the payroll protection. Other people have tried it. It doesn't fit for them, but it fit for him. So we're going to get things rolling from company owners. Okay, company owners that are surviving this. Not ones that are at Washington that depend on somebody else to run their company, technically, that dictates what they're going to make. All right, you got to build relationships. Rob literally runs a company off the spot market, but he has relationships with brokers. And, well, guess what? He's still making money. I know somebody else that sold a load for $3. Sold the load for $3 a mile this morning. Man. Yep, company drivers has to have a planner for travel. Company drivers are very well taken care of. If they work for a good company, they're very well taken care of. And yes, they just get in their truck and they're taken care of, basically. All right, go see John Herdrich. He needs someone to shovel. Oh no, that's not happening. And good thing I caught that Donald Price because these guys are cutting my feet off because of cursing. I got a note. I heard from Facebook. I actually hear from Facebook. Can you believe that? Oh man. All right, later. All right, later, Rebecca. Good to see you. James Skaggs. Chris, let me guess. You drive for Swift. No, Chris doesn't drive for Swift. What does it matter if someone drives for Swift? I know some good drivers that drive for Swift. I know some drivers that have been there for a few decades and they make good money at Swift. So I don't know what you're talking about there. NCR England. But, I know how that goes. All right, Bob Cook, don't think this is just affecting owner-operators. It's affecting company drivers, too. They just laid off 92 drivers at a company I know of. 92 drivers out of work, company drivers. Right, it's coming. The ripple effect, it's coming. It's the big bloodbath is basically here. I don't understand. We're pushing for this country to open, but then you got cases breaking out still. I don't understand that. You know what? I want to take a second because I'm going to go back to Bob's comment here. All right, I don't think it's just affecting owner operators. It's affecting company, and it's not just affecting the trucking industry. It's not just affecting people that are working. It's also affecting the youth. I talked to a gentleman this morning, and he says, "I'm not trying to brag about my son." And I said, "No, you brag about your son." I didn't understand why I heard that. I didn't like that I heard that. But I love what I heard that came up after it because people are paying attention, not just us adults. Young people are paying attention. His 14-year-old son came up to him and says, "Dad, there's something else going on, isn't there?" And for somebody at that age to say that is pretty scary. Me personally, after traveling America yesterday, yeah, I think there's a ploy for something else now. Do I believe the virus is real? Yes. Do I believe people are dying? Yes. Do I believe now it's turning into big business? Yes. Fear mongering? Yes. Panic tactics? Yes. Attention tactics? Yes. Look at the truckers in Washington. They're using this as a way to get attention about low rates when low rates have always been there. Maybe not this low. And there's never been 30 million Americans out of work. So, man. But back to what I was saying, the young man asked his dad, "Is there something else going on?" And his dad looked at him and respectfully said, "Do you know what, son? You're old enough to know." "Yes, I think there is." He says, "Please pay attention." He told his son to pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what's going on. If you're starting to see things that you don't believe, then don't believe it. And he says, "I'm always here. You don't want to talk." But when he said that, and he told me that, it worries me. It worries me. It really does. So that's what I did in the oil field by day. I am screwed, so I am parking. My owner can piss I'm not blanking my head for anyone. I can't say some of that stuff, Rebecca, but I understand what you're saying. And boy, these oil field workers, I don't understand what nobody's doing for them. I mean, those are my brothers and sisters too. I went from homeless to homeowner in the oil field. Man, Chris Constantine, I'd rather sit on a hot poker before I drive for Swift. Oh, damn it, driver. Brandon Carver. Thanks, Wayne Campbell. I'm just a simple guy with old school values and a love for trucks trying to make it in this industry. Well, I'm going to go with that, Brandon, and I appreciate your comment. I appreciate you being here, and you are making it in this industry, and you're making the right moves for your drivers. Your drivers are not home. Your company technically has only lost the steel account, as far as I know, and you didn't lose it. It just stopped. You took the PPE. You are young in an old industry. You value the men and women that did it before you. You came into the industry with your dad. Your dad didn't bring you into it. You guys came into it together, and you're being successful. And it's not because of your dad. It's because of your values. It's because of your core. At your core is trucking. And when you have trucking at the core and do it for the right reasons and do it the correct way, professionally, and take care of your drivers, your company succeeds. Period. The way you did this, young man, and I cannot wait to bring it to the forefront, at 32, you need to be highlighted. You need to be brought to the forefront. Not people that are getting attention right now up in Washington. It's people like you that should be stepping up for the industry. You are. You're here. What you do and how you do it is truly, truly trucking. It's just trucking. It's the professionals. What's going on over there? You just I looked over at my wife like she's sighed or something. She just got comfortable. So they're talking to you guys. Seriously, what the hell? All right, Renee. My lovely Renee. I love you, Renee. Renee Christopher. I've said it all along. It's all a bunch of horse pucky. I think partially it is, Renee. I cannot disagree with you completely. But I don't think it's a 5G chip. I don't think that they've already got all our information. They've got everything they need from us. I think it's just another way to control. There's now, I think, controls being put in place. I personally think, I don't know. I know that 30 million Americans are out of work. I know that they control everything that we do by these. And I'm not trying to fight it. No, I'm not. A chip in your hand? You don't need a chip in your hand. You have one of these. I mean, this has the chip in it. This has all your banking information. This has all your messages, your personal messages, all those kinky things you like to do. You do it on here, and they know what you do, and they know how you do it. All right? And if you're watching me, you gave up all your information. I don't understand these people that get on here and talk about, what is it, contact tracing? Something like that. That's coming. They want to contact. It's so they can know if you've been in contact with COVID-19. They already trace you. I don't understand that. That I don't understand. I don't understand these people when they say that. It really bothers me. Let's go to, okay, there it is. They need 5G to make their system work. Okay, you know what? There it is. Okay, and he brought me to where I needed to go because I wanted to go here this morning. If nobody remembers 1 year ago around today, they were Pelosi. Thank God I haven't seen her in the news lately as much. But when she came out a year ago in front of the White House and talking about the 5G and broadband, and this is, I think they are going to push broadband and they're going to push 5G hard. It's already here. I talked to John Herdrich last night. He's on a 5G phone. It's already here. But the 5G is going to, the infrastructure is going to be redone. The 5G is going to be put in place. And it does run the autonomous. It does run those vehicles. It has a lot of things that's going to be Really weird. I know we're not going back to the same America. I know that. I know that for a fact. It's not the same America now. It never will be. Oh. Oh, well, look at there. Harley Smith. This MMFer snorts it off the cocaine, snorts out of cocaine. Oh, this MFer snorts the F and out of cocaine. He's getting it like he's geeky, like he's geeky. Oh boy, you know what, dude? Unfortunately, the drugs are not drugs anymore. It's all synthetic, sir. So yeah, I don't even think there's real cocaine left, sir. So I don't know where you're going with that, Mr. Harley Smith, but I don't mind addressing people calling me out being on drugs. Well, drinking the number one drug in the world right now, caffeine. But no, sorry, cocaine is no longer in my wheelhouse, sir. But thanks for trying. Thank you for what you do, Wayne. Keep up the good work. We go from one guy accusing me to be on drugs and one guy to thanking me. Brother, I thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning, Jay Bird. Jay Bird, Wayne from Jay and Cheryl. Cheryl Pollard, how are you? How are you? I love you, Jay Bird. Love you, Cheryl. I hope Jay Bird, it was nice seeing your mom. I hope Petey's doing okay. Keep that dog away from my dang daughter. They have a dog named Petey, a pit bull named Petey. I have a pit bull named Gemma, and Petey and Gemma met, and Petey's in love, and Gemma's not. She thinks he's good looking, but no. Daddy says no. All right, Brandon Carpenter. There is a lot of great young guys getting into this business. I'm excited to see where the future goes. I have hope for the next generation holds the key to where we take this. Hopefully, it's the right direction. Ooh, that's a big statement, dude. Oh boy. I do too, Brandon. I actually look forward to the future of trucking, as long as the professionals are able to keep doing what they're doing and they don't mess with these companies, that these men and women that know how to play the game. You know, I fear that when people learn to know how to play the game and they get too big or they get too powerful, like you, if your company gets too big, they're going to come and try to take it from you. That's the thing that I worry about. But very bad for us, our bodies, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, the 5G. Look, I'm not sure the risks of 5G. I'm not an expert on 5G. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm really not. I have my thoughts on the 5G. Do I think anything? I mean, we want to talk about our health. I mean, they still sell cigarettes. They still sell a lot of things that are very bad outside of cocaine. Weed's legal now in most states. Enjoy weed, LOL. That's why I said that. All right, let's see. But Brandon, back to what you were saying. Back to what Brandon was saying, because he's only 32, so he's an internet baby. He's grew up, and there's nothing wrong with that. He grew up with technology. I love technology. I hate technology, but I also love technology because I'm able to do this, and it also ruins a lot of things because I'm not a big fan of Google with parenting. Google and parenting have definitely come to a head because I every time I was with my daughter, well, Google, I'll give you a Google. I'll give you a Google, and wish I could give my wife a Google, but you guys are obviously Googling her over there. All right. So, but I worry about technology, Brandon. I worry about autonomous devaluing the driver, taking away from the driver, but then again, hopefully it gets rid of some of these drivers that don't deserve to be in this industry. My God. No, I'm not a fan of autonomy. I shared a video of a man getting his truck repossessed. I thought Trump put an order in, but no one's house or a truck or car was supposed to be repossessed at this time. How can they repossess this man's truck? I shared this video. It's very sad that this company would do this to this driver. He had one year left on the lease on his truck. That's sad. Mr. Bob Cook, I seen the same video. I seen it going around. I'm not sure the story about that. I'm not sure exactly how far back that guy's payments were. So because if they're repossessing now, You remember the 90 days? We all know how that works. We all know how repossession works. But then again, in this industry, it's kind of weird because if you don't make your payment, they'll come get your truck pretty quick. I'm not sure the whole story about that, Bob. Maybe we can get him on and stuff like that. But hopefully, it's sad. It's sad. I seen it, and man, I don't get how somebody can do that. I don't get how somebody can do that anyway. There he is. Good morning, Hollywood. Are you waking? Are you up, Rob? I talked to you a little while ago. You were just waking up. I don't want to talk too loud. Have you had your coffee? Good morning, bro. Morning, Rob. Good to see you, bro. All right, here we go. Mr. Wayne, thank you to you and your boss lady for all you do. I look forward to y'all's morning show. You know what, Billy? I thank you. I look forward to this show every morning. I look forward to seeing all you guys. I really do. This is my favorite part of the day. I don't know what to do with myself when I'm done. My wife's looking at me. Shut up, pal. I know what to do with you.
You do. You're in a new city right now, right next to the truck stop.
Oh yeah, you know where I'm going after this. I'm going right over to that pilot. I got all my gear with me. I got my tripods. I got my gimbals. I got my new gimbal. I got to get ready for Gary Jones tomorrow in SPB truck, and you're right. I got a lot to do today. I got a lot to do today. I got me one of them Jeep trucks. You guys seen them Jeep trucks? Thing is ugly as sin, but I'm gonna rip that top off so I can, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to get Devery to drive. While I'm filming the truck. I'm gonna be hanging out this Jeep. I'm gonna be going crazy. Rob Hallahan, he knows how I do filming. I'll run out in the middle of a freeway. So imagine what I'm gonna do. Somebody driving a truck and just strap me onto this bastard. All right. If you come to Southern Ohio, give Jamie a holler. Her mama ain't doing nothing. Ain't doing good. Okay. Wow, Jamie Ratliff. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. And drivers. We do have a driver that mother is battling some health issues, and she was actually a trainee of mine. She was a car hauler prior. She was a snowbirder, but she didn't drive a big truck. She was a hot shotter. But yeah, I trained her. Well, I can't say I trained her. She knew how to drive. So I love that lady. I'm praying for you, Jamie. And there he is himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Gary Jones. I'm here, bro. Where am I, Carney? I got in trouble last night already. I almost got kicked out of the hotel. I did. I got a complaint first 5 minutes I was here. He's too loud. But today I'll get with you, Gary. I need the location, Gary. I need a location so I could go scout it, and I don't know if we have a location or what. I know certain things I can't talk about, so let me get off that subject. Good to see you, Gary. Glad you're here. Oh, voting's over, by the way. Let's keep Gary and Devery in our thoughts because let's hope they won that truck show. I'm believing. I think they did. Oh, look at there. The home of Jesse James. I didn't know that. Look at you. Got me in the home of Jesse James. Whoop, whoop. All right, Keith Becker, I will call you later. I have news on a mutual friend of ours. Yeah, I know. I heard. I know what happened with her. I think you're going with our little Lisa Marie. I'm curious on what happened there. I heard what happened. Okay. I don't know. Sunday, I'll be traveling. Keith Becker or Chris. I'll be traveling. I don't know if I'm going directly back to Portland. Yeah, all right. So what do we got here? Hey, Steve Notley, how are you? This video is one of the worst videos I have seen. That video was one of the worst videos. That's sad. All right, Mr. Wayne. Yeah, Boss Lady. Bob Cook did that one. Damn, y'all can't be doing coke off a stripper. No, that's not going to work. Even if the old lady wasn't here, I'm too old. I grew up. I thought I was going to be a Toys R Us kid forever, but not so much. I had to grow up. I got friends that own companies, and I got to be a good boy, and I got to get my crap together if I'm going to have a show and do something. Get back to the truck industry. So, okay, there you go. So, yeah, she already knew how to drive, James. Yeah, Jamie, she came to see her and can't remember her name. I want to say her name. I don't know if her partner was Lisa, whoever it was. But yeah, they knew how to drive. I gave them. We'll get into that. We'll talk. So, but yeah, I voted for them. Who? 204. Oh, yeah, SPB. Right. Look, Cheryl Polar voted for you, Gary. So hopefully those numbers comes in. Hopefully Gary knocks that out the park because I have a feeling that things are lining up for Gary Jones and SPB and Devery. I have a feeling they're lining up for them. They got the new truck coming out. I want to say that they won Mats. We took that home. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I'm not wrong. So we took that home, and then he's got things that I actually can't talk about. He's got me here for a reason. Things are falling in line for him, and I'm part of his journey. I work hard for the driver's side. He works hard for SPB. We got this. We got this. The dynamic duo. Gary Jones, I'll talk to you here shortly. What's the government hiding, Wayne? Have you seen these videos released by the Air Force? No, I haven't seen those, Rob. Let's talk. What is the government hiding? I don't know, Rob. They're hiding a lot from us, dude. You know that. They're hiding a lot from us. Like, I mean, how the hell would I know, Hollywood? How the hell would I? Hold on. This is Agent 99. What is the government hiding from us? They're not answering, Rob. I do not know what the government's hiding from us. I don't. Cheryl, I try. You know what? And I love doing what I do, so it's not hard work. It's work that I love doing. It's frustrating work because it hurts me to see my brothers and sisters go through what they go through. It's not okay for brokers to take advantage of drivers. It's not okay for JB Hunt, Rob, to have that load up there for, was it 69 cents or 49 cents a mile? I mean, come on. Even the low lives of this industry that are buying fuel on the black market and have all their equipment taped together and are taking that load and making money off that load because they bought stolen fuel and they duct taped their bumper to pass inspection. That's not even okay for them to take. Seriously. I don't understand it. I really don't. And there they are up in Washington doing it, not a damn thing. I am late, but just caught that need 5G to work. If that's about autonomous trucks, that's wrong. They don't need 5G. They need 5G, actually. They do need 5G for the complete autonomous. They don't technically need it, but it's sketchy without it. 49. Okay, I don't know what that is, Rob. We'll figure that out. It's 5G. Without 5G, that broadband, if you guys go back to Pelosi's video a year ago, it's broadband. $2 trillion something infrastructure and whatever it was. I'll have to bring it back up. I'll have to watch a replay. Love to know what think of what's happening in DC today. I think it's crap. I saw the video.
This has got to come to an end.
There's nobody there. There's a few trucks up there. It's
drivers are heavily regulated. So should brokers. So should shippers. They all should be regulated just like truck drivers are regulated. We have
Here's what I don't understand about that statement. If truck drivers are heavily regulated, you should regulate brokers. Truck drivers don't want to be regulated. So you want to bring more regulations along? Oh, God. Look, at the end of the day, Washington is pointless. They didn't make the morning news. I know Amazon did, talking about their strike. I know that healthcare workers made the news with their strike without the proper protective gear. Right, so it's not just it. Oh my God. Oh boy. What do you think about the slow roll going on, the protests in Chicago? Don't do this to me, Gary. What do I think about people playing truck driver, Gary? Rather slow roll with you guys, the ones that are being successful and that made the right choices in their careers and that continue to make the right choices and that continue to push hard to keep their doors open, to build relationships, and to be successful in today's crappy world. What do I think about a slow roll and a protest in Chicago? I think a protest is needed, Gary, but I don't think it should be in Chicago. I think it should be at the parking lots. It's TQL, Trinity, and I think they should be rushing them bullpens where them brokers sit and gouge them drivers. That's what I think about that, brother. And what do I think about where I'm at? I think I'm happy because I'm going to see you tomorrow. And I'm happy that you and your wife are okay. And I'm happy to be in your home state. That's what I can say there. So here we go. All right. Didn't they get run out of town? Oh, God. Here we go. Don't do this, you guys. Don't do this, you guys. Please don't do this to me. Where's all the politicians at? That's whose attention then wanted to get it. Wait, they are at home. Right, they went to Washington. I don't even think there's anybody in Washington. I saw a couple cops standing with them. That's what I saw this morning. So I don't think slow rolling is the way to go, Gary. I mean, we've seen many of those. I mean, if we want to go cruising, if we're going to let's have a truck show then. Let's have a truck show. Come on. Canceled cats, dude. Seriously. Mats, gats. I mean, come on. Chrome Shop 75. Yeah. That guy has no clue what can of worms he will open asking to regulate brokers. Oh, my God. All right. Morning, Charles Bundy. Good morning. And he says, good morning to you too, Sheila. All right. John Herdridge. John Grosner. I would rather save the money than have points for overpriced food and storage. Yeah, look, here we go. Don't get my boy started. Trump is in my town thanking 3M workers for making the N95 masks. And Trump is also forcing workers to work in meat packing plants. And I think, didn't the frozen food, did you say frozen vegetables, honey? What were you reading this morning?
Yeah, they want Trump to do the same executive order that he put upon the
Meat packing?
Packaging and processing for the processing plants of the frozen fruits and vegetables.
Right, frozen fruits and vegetables are asking
Same
for
order.
an executive
The
order
workers that
also.
are working.
So, I don't know where to go with this. I'm at a tough place with this. I want to be angry, but I can't. I got to maintain, and I got to stay focused on the driver's side. I can't focus on the toxicity within this world. It's going to affect me no matter what. I don't need to focus on it. I need to focus on our next moves as the man of this family. Not that I run the family, my wife does, but I just like to say that I'm the man of the family. Oh boy, Gary Jones. I hope I hope you're okay with what I had to say, because that's where I'm at with that, bro. I'm all down to clown and shut this shit down. Damn it, I cussed. Damn it. But I'm not down to make fools of us again. I'm not down for us to go up there and spread false hope into an industry that needs help more than ever. Here's what I actually think comes out of all that, Gary. In the end, if we go to Washington, we do these slow rolls and we protest and we get nothing changed, it releases the people that had so much hope within that change back into the industry very angry. And the last thing we need is more angry people in this industry. So, all right. Dude, they should be working. They should be working. We are all exposed all the time, so let's just get the immunity and move on. God will take care of everything with Mother Nature. Oh boy. And we talked about that. We talked about that the other day. You know, are they weeding out the weak? Yeah.
Seems that way.
Well, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, man. Really, John? So, I know Mother Nature does what she wants. That's for sure. You're right about that. So, all right, let's see this. John Herdrich. She tells you what pants to wear. She doesn't tell me what pants to wear, bro. Not even. I can tell myself what pants to wear, but she definitely buys them. She buys the pants that I'm going to wear. So basically, she has the right. She has the say in the end. Oh boy! All right, Rob Hallahan. Let's go to Hollywood. All right, what's Hollywood saying? All right, Hollywood. Here we go. I want to see the statistics on how many people wearing masks got the Rona. Dude, this mask thing is seriously. Look, here's what happened to me yesterday. Okay, I traveled yesterday. I flew yesterday. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing, and it was a joke at the same time. It was creepy, weird, and a joke. In the end, driving to Portland seemed like business as usual. Get to the airport, man, not a soul in it. Portland Airport, it was just creepy, eerie. Nobody there. Nobody. Get on the plane, and my wife noticed it a couple minutes after we were on the plane and backing up off the tarmac. They had everybody seated across from each other. They had a coronavirus seat chart. It was every other row? It was this side. So on the left side, you had somebody, then one row back on the right side, then left side, one row back, all the way down. It was weird. We get into Utah. I go out to smoke my cigarette, my cancer stick, because, well, I'm not worried about the Rona because I'm smoking a cigarette. I got to go have a cigarette. But when I first got to Portland real quick, I put gloves on, the whole gloves things, and I went to the bathroom. And I'm like, what do I do here? I mean, so I don't know if I don't know if the wife packed more gloves. So I went to the bathroom with the gloves on. Then I took those gloves off properly, threw them away, washed my hands, and put some new gloves on. But then I wanted to eat. So am I supposed to take these gloves off and eat? Finally, I said, you know what? My wife had hand sanitizer. I took this. I said, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I didn't have a mask on. Nobody in Portland had masks. Get to Utah, land, go walk to smoke a cigarette. You know who's out there? You know who's there? Handing out pamphlets? The Department of Transportation, DOT. I was like, DOT, what are you doing? Hands me the pamphlet from their governor. It's their questionnaire, wasn't it, babe?
Yeah,
it's over there.
We had 3 hours to basically answer.
If it's still up there, hand it to me. So it says, welcome to Utah, and they hand you this pamphlet, and you can scan this little barcode, whatever. And but Utah seemed crowded. Utah seemed crowded. They're handing this out.
Did you snap that up?
Oh.
Is that it?
Yep. So, but Utah was crowded. Smaller terminals. So I get it. But we were able to go out, smoke a cigarette, come back in, no problem. No problem. Nobody in security, nothing. Get on this plane, though, and man, did we not have the general Gestapo of flight stewardess. I mean, this lady was just mean, absolutely mean. But this plane, it was smaller. There was no seating structure at all. So, and then, what's the point of that? Why have me structured on the plane before that? I get into this one, there's nobody wearing masks, there's nobody wearing gloves, and like normal. It's like a normal day on a plane.
Yeah, with a bunch of people grouped together.
Yeah, all grouped together.
And then a bunch of empty
seats. But the plane before that, they had you staggered, so it made no sense. And so I get here, I'm not seeing masks. I'm not seeing masks outside of these bigger metroplexes. You know, you go into these big metroplexes, I see people with masks, and I get the population thing. But I'm not understanding the mask thing. People wearing these paper masks that are not N95s, that have no respirators on them, and they're wearing them like crazy. And that's probably what they're going to hand out to truck drivers. But you know what? I guarantee you those masks ain't doing a damn thing, Rob. And people are running from the Rona like crazy. Well, what was it I said this morning? Would it run from the Rona or what? I said something like that. Oh, run the Rona. I was thinking something stupid like that. Rob. Anyways, yeah, Rob, I'd like to see those statistics too. Bob Cook, let's go back to who made the detention time doesn't start until, God, I'm not going to you, Bob, I don't know who made up the 2-hour rule, okay? I already know where you're going with that. I love you. We'll get you on the show, Bob. We'll do a whole show about detention for you. Oh, yes, she does. Keep it up, Gary Jones. All right, Leland Schmidt, if drivers don't like hauling cheap freight, don't. If you are happy with a rate you get to haul, why do you care what brokers get? Look, you're responsible for your own company. You're responsible for what you have. But I understand what's going on. There should not be rates for 49 cents up on that board or 69 cents. That should not be allowed at all. Did you just really go there, Rob? You don't wear pants, you wear pajamas. Really? Really? Yeah. I actually have my Swifty pants on. I'm still in my pajamas. Rob. I got to get some pants on to go over to Pilot and play with truck drivers today. See if they know about the strike. Back to Brandon Carpenter. I was a hazmat tech on the fire on the fire department for years. For those masks are not doing much on protecting you, right?
And it's not even that. Like that comment, because I'm replying back to Brandon on that. And if you're gonna wear a mask, then at least wear it. What good
My wife gets pissed. Look, she's getting fired.
What good does it do when you have a mask and it's not even covering your nose?
Not even covering your nose. Right. What good is a mask that's not even covering your nose? Right. You tell him, baby. I'll be careful. I get a shoe thrown at me.
You know those neoprene ones that have the holes?
Oh, yeah. We see the dude wearing with the holes. There's nothing here.
That's what we wear when we go skiing.
Dude was wearing a ski mask.
You're just keeping your face warm.
Brokers, Bob Cook, brokers like to make their own rules. That's what I'm getting at. You're right. They do. They do. And they shouldn't be able to. They should. Well, here's the deal, Bob. You should be able to read through what that broker's trying to do to you, Bob. So I know there's a way to read through this crap. There's a way to read between the lines. So that was a firefighter, right? Okay. No mask. I'm not wearing no mask either. I'm not getting there. I just can't see myself doing it. I don't. I'm not getting a vaccine either. Giving me a shot of nothing. The only shot you're giving me is whiskey. Just remember that breath you smell behind that mask is yours. Ew. Ew. Ew.
That's funny.
That's gross.
That's funny, though.
That's gross. All right, let's up here. All right. I think we got there, buddy. Oh, geez. Let's not talk about the Jews. All right. I want to see the ticks behind the mask. All right. Oh, what's John? She tells you where the pants. And yeah, we basically got her. Oh, wait, there's another one. They wear the mask alone in the car and take it on to talk to someone. Why are people wearing masks in a car anyway? Are they scared of themselves?
Yeah.
Are they scared of their own breath? I don't understand that. They're scared of their own germs and wearing these masks and gloves inside their car. They get out, go shopping, wear it all. They come back in their car. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, all right, Gary Jones. If you go south 4 miles on 35, so they're at a way station. I'm gonna head down there, Gary. I'm gonna head down there. So I'm gonna head down there today. Anyways, regardless, I'm in Missouri. Trucks are still running. Well, some of them are still. And I got to be part of something special that's coming to the industry. And it's from drivers and company owners. Not that I'm just here to see, but also that are part of the show. That make it worth it. And that give hope to this industry. What I'm going to be part of tomorrow is going to be legendary. And the way they do it is in some of the most amazing ways, but it's in the most professional way. And God, do they look good doing it. Man, they look good doing it. The dynamic duo, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us. I can't wait to see how it's going to impact the industry. I love what you guys do. I love what all you guys do. You are the heartbeat of America. You should be treated like the heartbeat of America. Remember to always keep that sunny side up, rubber side down, and to make money in the truck industry, keep that left door closed. Gary, let's do this.